is the best Astro I've ever come across. And I'm not saying that because she lives with me. I mean it. I know. I said you're one of the best Astros I've ever come across, and you use your cards well. You're really good at it, and I said I'm not just saying that because you live with me. So, asked to butt yourself? What?
What?
Oh, astrologian to buff yourself. I didn't read it right either. I read asked to butt yourself.
You guys are so weird. Learn to read.
Yeah, I don't read, that's why I talk.
Why say learn to read?
And Wyatt says learn to read, so I'll be working on that. Okay, so I wanted to hear what some of you guys wanted to say. My brief touch, I wanted to talk more on the relic and stuff like that, what you guys think is coming for 3.5.
Hopefully not more lore farming.
In all honesty, it's probably going to be. If you couldn't hear, Vin said hopefully it's not more lore farming, but we're thinking that it's probably going to be for the relic. I am 27 out of 240 on mine, which makes me a little sad. I wish I could do more, but I just...
At least you're not switching mains and have to start off freaking over.
Oh, yeah. Vin is starting completely over. She had Monk, and you're switching to Black Mage now?
I think so.
Oh, she's switching to... Yeah, she... Make it rain tomes. I wish. So Vin is switching completely. She was Monk to start off with, as many of you know. See, and I'm hoping not. 3.5 is going to give us more story, obviously, and hopefully that's going to lead us right into good grief. That was the longest fake yawn ever.
He yawns after me?
Yeah, he does. So anyway, okay.
Oh, God.
So, as far as 3.5 goes, I think that we're going to get more of... So does licking. But anyway...
Screenshot. Oh.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
You gotta be watching. That was a perfect.
Yeah, I'm talking. I'm looking at you. I'm looking back. I'm looking around. I'm talking. I'm very active when I. Yeah, I'll keep talking. So anyway, going back to 3.5. This is all speculation, of course. Obviously, we're going to get more storyline. A lot of everybody wants it to go take us right into Alamigo. That's enough. Yeah. And so... Well, if you look at 2.5, took us to talking about... not Idleshire. Foundation. They were talking about that area. And then... You know, that's what was that we knew we were going to go there next. Okay. We know that, especially from that trailer, just absolutely love that trailer. It didn't really, it just showed a lot of, it was just a filler trailer. That's all it was. I'm sure that we're going to get more information from everything as far as, for the Europe Fan Fest. And then the Japanese Fan Fest. Japanese Fan Fest falls on Christmas frickin' Day. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How many people aren't going to Christmas?
But yeah, it's just, I think that 3.5 is going to take us not all the way to Alamigo, but it's still going to give us an idea of where we need to, where we're going. Hey, look, fat cat. I got it. I didn't get it. So, yeah.
What you doing, Wyatt?
So, with 3.5, I think it's going to take us into Alamigo a little bit. I think it's going to introduce us more to what's happening. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Actually, I heard one of them talking like in one of the podcasts. I think the podcast this time was I believe it was Phoenix Down Radio, and they were talking how it would be awesome if you could, like, if you found a portal that actually took your character from here to, like, a future version of Final Fantasy XI, and you warp in and you're in, like, the ruins of Juno. Just how awesome would that be? How awesome would that be?
Conchta Highlands?
Yeah, that would be so cool.
That's a fun name.
Kronstadt? Yeah, Kronstadt. Yeah, that would be really cool. Now, I can't take credit for that, and I think we need a couple more shots. Yeah, I think we need a couple more shots.
Okay.
You want to get those?
No, he cannot chomp on them.
I know, that's why I'm pulling it away from him.
But I'm telling you.
Yep.
He cannot chomp.
Yep. So, as I think that would be really cool. Yes, ending up in Norg or someplace like that, or even just like a side thing. I think that would be what? Roland Berry Fields. Yes, and we have to go in and destroy all Taros. Yes, that's what we need to do because Taros are evil. And I can freely say that because no one in here is a Taro.
I don't know if we have any Taros in my free company.
I know a couple Taros, and if you're listening, Yelta, I love you still. So, no, that would be really cool if they did something like that. I like how they brought Final Fantasy XI into our game. But I think it would be really cool, in 4.0 or something if they added just a little something for it. Are you not going to grab us more shots?
I will.
Okay.
What do you say about
There was a Taru army back in the day, and they have a Taru army link shells. I'm not sure I understand that, Forgo. They now? Anyway. Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan of Tarus. I used to be a Galka on 11, and every time I saw a Taru, I would /EM punt. Oh, not anymore. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's basically what it was. I've been having issues myself logging into or zoning into Idleshire lately. And not that I've been kicked out or anything. It takes a lot longer than for me to zone in anywhere else. And as we all know, there's a lot of people in there. There's a lot of people in Idleshire, and that I understand that it can take a while to, load up. But the other day, I think it was right after the 4.5 update, yeah, that's all it was. I suppose that's all it is now. Do you guys play 11 every once in a while? Anyway, loading into Idleshire just took forever, like the day after 3.45, and it took forever. Nice, kitty. It just took forever to load, and my complaint was, oh great, come on, Lower Juno, load. Hey, Lunar Moan, thanks for showing up. I did see you there. I thought I saw you there. I have iCam going, as you can tell. And that's a great, that was an amazing, did you see that? That was an amazing crotch shot of Forgo.
I don't want to see Forgo's crotch. It's probably full of bacon grease. You get a heart attack just looking at it.
You get a heart attack because of the bacon grease on Forgo's crotch. That was fantastic. Okay, so we've kind of got that a little bit out of the way there. Well, gross. Yep, all over. We'll talk a little bit about Relic now. I mean, I know we talked very briefly about it before. I just wanted to kind of, I literally just touched on it for, I think it was literally about 30 seconds. But I want to get your guys' impressions of the relics now compared to what you can get out of Sophia Extreme and stuff like that. I've heard that Sophia Extreme is pretty easy to do. I've heard a lot of people who've never beaten an Extreme in the past, like, not necessarily like, you know, Titan Extreme, but like Sephiroth Extreme, you know, at the time that they're relevant, they've beaten it on like their first attempt, which to me is pretty impressive. Have you tried Sophia Extreme, Vin?
Once.
And how did you guys do?
Halfway?
Halfway, 50%? And that was just a learning party. So I don't know what you guys think of the relic now. George, I would definitely love your input as you have, you know, your paladins done and you're working on warrior and dark knight. Yeah. See, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but your static is like top notch.
Yeah, and that's one thing that scares me a little bit for trying to do stuff like that is
I'm gonna look like a first class noob.
right? We will look like first class noobs. The thing that scares me a bit about trying to get into some of those parties is, again, listening to some of the podcasts. Like I said, I listen to a lot of the podcasts, see what they have to talk about, and they said that for Sophia, like 2 p.m. the day that it was launched, there were people already saying farm party, no bonus. It's like how? It's like it was just released, and those are those world firsters they call them, and they're elitists, and nobody who is like, if I don't hit my rotation just perfect every single time, and I'm not, and you know, of course those elitists are parsing. We all know that.
Oh, yeah.
And so they'll listen for somebody and just say, oh, you know what, you aren't doing enough damage. You're out. Bye. Well, I'm sorry I didn't hit Gear Casol, you know, every third rotation or whatever. You know, I apologize for that. My bad. I missed it one rotation, but I got it on the next. Nope, not enough. You're done. Bye. Out. And that's what bothers me, you know. Anyway, sorry. Did not mean to vent there. I do appreciate you guys being nice about and listening to me vent. I do apologize again. But as far as yeah, definitely the same for Monk. Yeah, Kitty, you know that. Vin, having been a monk before, that's why that's why I'm pretty sure you're quitting Monk. Tired of people just bitching at you for yeah, and it's ridiculous. You know, it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be. I understand that there are people that are going to be that way, but the majority of people who play, and Vin and I are not casual players. We play a lot. But just because we aren't top DPS and we don't have the, oh, definitely, Forgo, completely understand you there too. having been a tank